Well, thanks for that intro, Em, and thank you to everyone for joining me today. Let's start by taking a quick look at what we'll cover in the next 30 minutes or so. We will kick things off first with a quick introduction to who we are here at Realityworks and the work we do to support educators like you. Next, we'll take a look at today's students, what makes them unique, and why teaching soft skills has never been more important. From there, I'll share practical research-backed strategies for teaching soft skills in a way that sticks. And I'll walk you through some of the hands-on tools and programs that we offer here at Realityworks to support that instruction. Finally, we'll wrap with some free resources you can use right away, and we'll leave time for questions at the end. Whether you're new to teaching soft skills or if you're looking for fresh ideas, I hope you leave today with some tools, some insights, and some inspiration you can put to use right away. First, here is a quick introduction to Realityworks for anyone who might not be familiar with us. We are an employee-owned company based in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, dedicated to creating experiential learning tools that teach essential job and life skills. Our story actually began over 25 years ago when former NASA engineer Rick Germain developed the very first real care baby infant simulator and later founded what is now Realityworks. Today, we offer a wide range of hands-on training tools paired with curriculum, student activities, and assessments, all of which are designed to help educators like you engage your learners in meaningful ways. While Real Care Baby remains a cornerstone, our product lineup has actually expanded to include the tools you see on your screen, like a bovine birthing and ultrasound simulator, a virtual reality welding simulator, a wearable geriatric sensitivity suit, and so much more. If you have time, we invite you to explore our website to discover all of the ways that we support skill building for today's learners. All right, let's take a moment to talk about who today's students are. After all, understanding today's students helps us better connect with them. So, most of the students in classrooms today are part of Generation Z. That's anyone born between 1997 and 2012. So, they range from middle school students to young professionals. I always like to think of this generation in terms of my own kids. The youngest Gen Zers are around 12, which is the same age as my oldest child. Now, this generation is the first to grow up entirely in the digital age. They are digital natives who've always had access to smartphones, social media, and high-speed internet. And because of that, their brains are wired a little bit differently. They expect information quickly and they navigate tech intuitively. One really encouraging fact about this generation, Gen Z is actually more likely than earlier generations to finish high school and go on to college. So you're working with a highly motivated group. They're just learning a little differently. So let's talk about that. How does Gen Z learn? Well, these students are incredibly comfortable navigating digital environments, which means they tend to process information quickly, and they gravitate toward visual and interactive content. But this comfort with technology also means they've been conditioned to expect immediacy, instant access to information, instant feedback, fast interactions, and that shapes how they approach learning. Traditional lectures and slow feedback can feel frustrating or disengaging to them. It's also important to know that this generation isn't necessarily struggling with super short attention spans, but rather what you're doing is competing with a constant stream of content. To truly connect with them, lessons need to feel relevant and experiential. So here's a quick look at how learning preferences have evolved across generations. And what really stands out with Generation Z, highlighted in yellow, is this. They have that get it now, do it now, learn it now mindset. This generation is looking for fast access to information, hands-on experiences, and real-time feedback. And that's a big shift from previous generations who were more comfortable with delayed results or more passive learning. For educators, this really highlights the need to move from telling to experiencing. So now let's briefly focus on soft skills. What are they and why do they matter? First, let's take a look at this visual. I think it really captures the relationship between hard skills and soft skills. On the left, you see what we traditionally think of as job skills, right? Subject matter expertise, data analysis, technical know-how. These are the hard skills or those measurable, teachable abilities that we often associate with specific roles. Then on the right side, that's where the soft skills live. Things like communication and collaboration, creativity and curiosity. These are those human skills, the ones that shape how we work, how we lead, and how we connect. Now, what's important to point out is this: success today isn't about one side or the other, but it's about both. Employers want team members who can not only do the work, but solve problems, share ideas, and adapt to new challenges. I think this quote from Forbes sums it up beautifully. Soft skills aren't just useful, they're powerful. They're transferable across every industry, every job, and every career level. And more than that, they're considered high income skills, skills that can open doors to better opportunities, to leadership roles, and long term career growth. And that's a huge message for our students. Regardless of the field they pursue, whether it's healthcare or business or trades or tech, these soft skills will follow them, support them, and really set them apart. So when we teach soft skills, we're not just helping students succeed in class. You're helping them thrive in life. So let's answer the big question. Do soft skills really matter? Well, the answer is a resounding yes, and the research backs it up. A 2024 Gallup analysis found that qualities like trust, compassion, stability, and hope aren't just nice to have. They directly boost employee engagement and performance. Even in our tech-saturated world, human skills still lead. A 2023 LinkedIn study found that 72% of US executives believe soft skills like communication and creativity are actually more valuable than AI skills. Whoa. Over in the UK, CEOs named problem solving as the top skill for 2024. And globally, the World Economic Forum is forecasting a major demand for analytical thinking, innovation, and complex problem solving by this year. So the takeaway here, whether you're entering a classroom, a clinic, a construction site, or a boardroom, soft skills are your students' superpowers. They're what makes them thrive in a fast-changing world. As work continues to evolve, so do the skills that matter most. Today, success requires far more than technical know-how. This list, taken from a Forbes article from April, highlights 10 essential soft skills that will define success in 2025 and beyond, according to this writer. From communication and leadership to adaptability and emotional intelligence, these are the traits that help people lead, collaborate, and thrive, regardless of job title or industry. And the best part, they're all teachable. That's why we're here. So let's focus on now on some clear, doable, and classroom-ready strategies that you can use right away to teach soft skills to your students. Teamwork. Teamwork is more than just getting along. It's about communication, collaboration, and working towards a shared goal. In today's workplace, these are critical soft skills. You can start building them right away in your classroom by assigning collaborative group projects. When students have to research and present together, they're learning how to share responsibilities, solve problems as a team, and communicate clearly. And don't underestimate the power of peer teaching. Students often explain things in ways that really click with their classmates. How can you try this in your next lesson? Well, next time, break students into small groups or assign each group a topic tied to your current unit. Give them a clear goal, maybe create a poster or a skit or a slideshow to present their topic to the class. Build in time for them to collaborate and work through their ideas as a group. And then after the presentation, lead a quick class discussion. Ask your students, how did the team work well together? What worked together? What didn't work? What would you do differently next time? Just like that, you've created a low prep, high impact way to develop teamwork skills and keep your students actively engaged. Empathy is one of the most powerful soft skills we can teach because it connects knowledge with real human understanding. It's not just about being kind, it's about recognizing what someone else is experiencing and responding with care. And for many careers, especially in helping professions like healthcare and education, empathy is essential. Casey Carlson, a nursing curriculum technology manager we've worked with, puts it perfectly. We need to help our students build that human to human connection. I love that. Casey makes sure empathy is woven into every one of her lessons. One of her favorite strategies is to include exam questions that ask students to choose the most empathetic response to a situation. It gets them thinking critically about behavior, professionalism, and the real impact of their actions. Now, you can also bring in case studies or simulation experiences, anything that helps students put themselves in someone else's shoes and respond accordingly. And if you're looking for ready-to-go resources, we have you covered. There is a linked guide on your screen now, Classroom Ideas for Helping Students Develop Empathy Toward Older Adults, that is full of activities and strategies you can use right away. You can grab it anytime using the link on your screen. One of the best ways to help students value soft skills today is to connect them to what they're already doing. Most of your students probably have part-time jobs, maybe at fast food restaurants or grocery stores or retail shops. What they don't always realize is that they're already using soft skills every day. Take a job at a fast food restaurant, for example. Teamwork is essential. One person's cooking the burger to the right temperature, another's prepping and serving it properly. Communication matters. If something's off, the whole line can fall apart. And food safety, quality, and service are on the line. By asking students to reflect on how they use these skills at work and how those skills apply to future careers, you're helping them see the bigger picture. And that relevancy is what makes soft skills stick. Plus, it builds confidence because they start to realize, huh, I already use these skills. Scenario-based learning is one of the most effective ways to teach soft skills. It places students right in the middle of realistic situations, giving them the chance to practice problem solving, communication, and decision making, skills they'll need in any career. Some classic scenarios you might include are job interviews, which help students practice professionalism, answer tricky questions, and build confidence. Customer complaints teach them how to stay calm and handle conflict. Handling disruptive clients shows students techniques to de-escalate situations and respond assertively. And of course, marketing new products lets students brainstorm and pitch ideas. But to keep things fresh and engaging, try mixing in some new approaches like incorporating technology. You can use virtual simulations or digital role plays that reflect today's work environments. Host debates. Encourage students to present clear arguments, listen carefully, and respond respectively. You can bring in others, invite guest speakers or role models to add real-world insight and authenticity. These activities immerse students in practical strategies and push them to think critically about how they'd respond. To help you get started, we do offer a free downloadable guide using scenario-based learning to explore careers. Like the guide I just shared, you can grab this on our website anytime using the link on your screen. It's full of additional ideas and techniques for using scenario-based learning in your classroom. Networking activities are a fantastic way to help students build communication skills, gain confidence, and appreciate the power of professional relationships. By simulating real networking situations, students get valuable practice interacting in professional settings, an essential part of soft skill development. Here are some tips for running effective networking activities. Time the interactions. Keep each interaction brief and focused. Timing helps students practice clear, concise communication and manage their key talking points effectively. Use pre-planned questions or cue cards. Provide students with questions or prompts to guide their conversations. This sparks meaningful dialogue and helps them practice asking thoughtful, engaging questions. Debrief afterward. Reflection is key to learning. Ask questions like, how much did you learn? Or did it feel like a real conversation? Ask them what made it easier or more difficult. All of these prompts will encourage students to think about what insights they gained, to identify challenges and areas to improve. Regularly incorporating networking activities helps your students grow their confidence and master the subtle skills of professional communication, all within a supportive, structured environment. Adaptability has become the new competitive advantage, not just for companies, but for individuals. Employers are looking for people who can roll with change, who can stay open to new ideas, and who keep calm when things don't go as planned. So how can you help your students build this crucial skill? One effective method is intentional assignment tweaks. I recently spoke with a digital communication student at a local tech college who shared a great example. Their professor actually did this in class. She deliberately changed the theme of their weekly social media posts at the last minute. And as I talked to students, they recalled having to quickly rethink their plans, having to adjust their calendars, and create brand new content on the fly. It was a real challenge, but it was exactly the kind of experience that helps students develop adaptability, and they didn't forget it. Making small, intentional changes to assignments like this encourages students to stay flexible, manage frustration, and embrace change, key soft skills that will carry into their careers. Reflection is a powerful tool for turning information into meaningful knowledge, and it helps build a critical soft skill, critical thinking. The great thing about reflection is that it's a skill students need to learn and practice. The more they do it, the stronger their critical thinking becomes. So when can you encourage reflection? Well, ideally, at those key moments listed on your screen. Before something important. Have students jot down what they already know about a topic before you dive into it. This activates prior knowledge and prepares them to learn. You can do it during a long-term project or task. Encourage students to pause and assess their own understanding as they go. This ongoing reflection helps them identify gaps and adjust their approach. You can also do it after an assessment or learning experience. Take time to ask students what they learned, what challenged them, whether they worked alone or in groups. This not only reinforces learning, but gives you valuable feedback. In today's fast-paced world, where students move quickly from screen to screen and task to task, carving out time for reflection is more important than ever. It helps students develop critical thinking and builds habits that will serve them well in the workforce. So now let's take a brief look at the ready-to-use soft skills programs that we offer here at Realityworks. We offer two foundational soft skills programs designed to make teaching essential skills straightforward and effective. Our employability skills program focuses on core workplace skills like communication, teamwork, and time management. Meanwhile, our leadership soft skills program builds on those foundations, helping students develop leadership abilities like trust building, coaching, and mentoring. Each program is broken down into targeted lessons, each lesson zeroing in on a specific soft skill. What's great is that every lesson provides multiple opportunities, usually 2 to 4 times, for students to practice and apply these skills in realistic ways. For example, take communication. In our lessons, students explore verbal, nonverbal, and written communication. They even practice writing a business letter, gaining hands-on experience in a professional skill that matters. Together, these two programs offer a comprehensive range of content that really supports your students' growth, from foundational employability skills, to advanced leadership abilities. Now, in recent years, we've expanded those two offerings with convenient web-based solutions for both programs. Our online employability skills program covers 19 essential skills, including communication, teamwork, and time management. And alongside that, our online leadership soft skills program focuses on 18 leadership skills like trust, coaching, and conflict resolution. Both online programs are designed to be easy to use, super flexible, and accessible anytime, making them perfect for virtual or blended learning environments. I encourage you to visit our website and try a free trial. You'll gain access to a sample lesson from each program along with the instructor guides, so you can explore firsthand how these tools support teaching and learning. Next, we do offer a contemporary entrepreneurship program. This is one of my favorites. It's a dynamic 2 to 3 week unit designed to help your students think like entrepreneurs. It's a supplemental curriculum that guides students step by step through generating business ideas, conducting market research, and exploring important legal and financial considerations. And by the end of the unit, your students will have created and presented a full business plan. I think it's really cool. The program actually culminates in a fun interactive pitch event modeled after Shark Tank, where students present their ideas to a panel of judges. We highly recommend inviting local professionals to serve as your guest panelists, adding real-world perspective and excitement. Included with the program are 10 detailed lessons, a set of 20 student workbooks, online slide presentations, and flashcards. And the flashcards can be printed for individual use or used as group activities to reinforce terminology. Use the link on your screen to access curriculum overviews, you can sample workbooks and flashcards, and much more. Now, just last fall, we introduced our middle school employability skills program, which is an engaging, easy to implement program designed specifically for those younger learners. The program combines hands-on activities with real-world applications, making learning interactive and meaningful. These skills were carefully chosen based on teacher feedback, so feedback from real teachers about what middle school students need the most. Your middle school students will get plenty of chances to apply what they learn through workbooks packed with a variety of activities. Plus, the program includes scenario cards that leverage scenario-based learning, helping students build problem solving and critical thinking skills in realistic situations. Finally, our career scenario cards are great options for icebreaker activities, discussion activities, and so much more. These interactive cards feature real-world scenarios from specific careers, scenarios written by actual professionals, so students can practice soft skills within the context of actual jobs. And if you're wondering how these cards might fit into your curriculum, just visit our website. The URL on your screen will give you access to 3 free activity cards for 4 CTE pathways: agriculture, health science, trade skills, and family and consumer sciences. So you can preview the activities and test them out for yourself. And with that, that is all the information I have to share. I wanted to conclude by offering a variety of free resources for you to continue your learning as well. As you can see on the links on your screen, we offer a variety of free printable posters that address in-demand soft skills. You can download and print these from our website anytime. We've also created a free guide that offers 5 ideas for using soft skills in any classroom. You might hear some of the ideas we shared today, but you'll also get new activities as well that you can use to incorporate soft skills lessons into your classroom, whatever you teach. Finally, I've linked 2 blogs on the screen as well. Both offer ideas for teaching entrepreneurship and employability skills, plus free lessons you can use immediately.